Well, I'm Rob Klevan. I'm the Jazz Education Director for the Monterey Jazz Festival, and I'm here an invitation from Greg Miller and one of our board members, Jim Costello, who lives here in Port Townsend as well as in Monterey, and he invited me to come up and check out this wonderful event you have. It's just been fantastic. I've been around just today, but I've gone to some clinics and run into some old friends and enjoying the big band music, and plan to stick around and see some more before I had to head home. A couple of the clinicians you have here have worked with us. Gilbert Castellanos was our trumpet clinician for the Next Generation Festival for years. Ambrose, who you have here, went to Japan with me years ago. I think it was 1999 as a student. He was a student at Berkeley High School, and I was the tour director we took our all-star band to Japan. So I told him, well, Ambrose, now that you're famous, I need tickets, which he promised to get me long ago. But and then I'm going to catch up with Bruce Foreman. Of course, Benny Green has been at the festival often. Want to meet and talk to Wycliffe Gordon, and generally just enjoying the beautiful day in this wonderful town called Port Townsend. One of the things that we do with the Monterey Jazz Festival, we have a year-round jazz ed program which involves traveling clinicians visiting 30 schools 6 months out of the year. Our Next Generation Festival, keep trying to get Garfield High to come. I know it's not New York, but it's a pretty famous jazz festival. Only the top groups, big bands, combos and vocal groups, high school, middle school, and colleges in April. Then a couple tours. I should be in Japan right now with our all-star band and Honor Vocal Jazz Ensemble, but I'm here. Just finished a tour with our national band, the Next Generation Festival, Jazz Orchestra, which did a KC to DC tour, 8 gigs in 9 days, pretty fun. Ended up in Washington, D.C. Summer camp just ended, so taking a breath before the big event happens, the Monterey Jazz Festival in September, in which we'll have 10 performing groups, school groups playing, and all sorts of things for young people. But the project I'm most proud of right now is our newest digital music education project, in which we interview artists like Gilbert Castellanos and ask them 3 important questions. Give a tip for young people. We ask them who their influences were growing up, and we ask them what recordings every young person should listen to, which is awfully important. You know, listening is a big part of jazz. Playing is important, practicing is important, but young musicians should spend as much time listening to jazz as playing it. And you know, the ones who are really inspired and into it do. But some of those who are just kind of looking for guidance, we ask the pros to help them out and give some examples of great recordings they should listen to. Well, our Next Generation Festival takes place April 9, 10, and 11, downtown Monterey. We haven't named our artist in residence. This year, our artist in residence is Wynton Marsalis, and he'll be playing with our Next Generation Jazz Orchestra at the Jazz Festival in September. We still have our composition competition. The winner is actually from Roosevelt High School. Really talented piece he wrote. He'll get $1,000, and Gerald Wilson will present the award to him at the festival. We'll premiere his work there. We've just got all sorts of fun stuff happening. You know, it's just a year-round event. Once one thing ends, we start the next. But hopefully we have a very exciting artist in residence next year who will work with us both at camp and the Next Generation Festival, and then play with the big band, the national band, at the Jazz Fest in September. In September, we're going to have a lot of greats there. Chick Corea, Joe Lovano, of course, Wynton Marsalis, as I mentioned. Some great vocalists, Kurt Elling, and a whole slew of great musicians. So it's always fun to have that event happen, and can't wait for it. It's Rob Klevan. I'm the Jazz Ed Director for the Monterey Jazz Festival. Our website is www.montereyjazzfestival.org. Please check it out. There's a lot of great information. This is the new logo. I got to move my sunglasses there. This happened to be the middle school honor band shirt, but that's our logo, and it's been on all our camp shirts and, you know, ensemble shirts this year, and that's what the artists will get when they come to Monterey in September. We need to keep things like this alive, both here at Port Townsend and Monterey and all across the country. That's one of the reasons you know, jazz education is such a vital part of our children's lives, and that's why I'm here. We got to keep this thing going. Thanks so much.